Everyone, I'm going to talk you through your guided reading lesson today. So we're looking at a different skill this week. We are looking at how to infer. So if you or your parents would like to look at how we learn our guided reading, we follow something called the Vipers, which are the 3 reading skills. And you can look it up, it's on the Literacy Trust website. But as you can see, the I in Viper stands for infer. So to infer something means to find out an answer from evidence within the text. So for example, if it says, how can we tell that this character is sad? It won't say this character is sad, it'll say this character is crying or something like that, which is associated with being sad. You can see underneath that we've got, underneath this infer title, that we've got some example questions, and we're going to be looking at some of these example questions and answering them today. But we are using them in the context of the book we looked at on Monday, which is Escape from Pompeii. So all you need to do today is to follow on with this video and to answer the questions. You do not need to have anything else open, just the video, your pen or pencil and a piece of paper. That is all you need. And I'll tell you when to pause the video for when you need to write each question and answer. I'll also go over the answers in this video so you can self-mark and check you've got it right. Right, so using the extracts from Escape from Pompeii, answer these questions. I've set 3 questions, as I already said, and all of the extracts are just on the side, as you can see over here, for each question. They're next to the questions. So our first question is, from the first sentence of the story, so this is our first sentence of the story, find and copy 2 words which show Pompeii was a pretty place. So can you see 2 words which would suggest that it is a pretty place? I'll read the extract for you. On a hillside overlooking a sparkling bay of Naples, the Roman city of Pompeii glimmered in the sunlight. Okay, can you find 2 words which show that Pompeii is a pretty place from that extract? So if you write out the question and then underneath write your 2 words. So I've highlighted the bits which is where you need to fill out. And as I said, I'll go over the answers in a little bit. So if you want a little bit of time just to do that, you can pause the video now for your first question. Right, on to our second question. So our second question is, on the second page of the book, you don't need to worry about looking at the second page of the book because we have got the extract here. How do the descriptions of the harbour show it is busy? Okay, so I'm going to read the extract for you. Tyrannio was the son of Dion, the actor, and lived with his parents near the theatre district of Pompeii. He'd often sneak to the harbour in the north, at the mouth of the river Seamus, and hide behind sacks of grain. There he'd watch pots of wine, oil, and spices being carried to and from ships, or fishermen unloading their rich catches. Okay, so I've also written out how you could answer this in a full sentence. So as you can see, I've put ... a little ellipsis there for the bit you need to add in. So write out the question and then I've given you how to set out the answer. So on the second page of the book, the mention of, and that's where you need to put your answer in, shows that the harbour is busy. So what is it that makes you feel like the harbour's busy from that extract? If you need some extra time to work on question 2, to have a look at the extract again, or even go back in the video, please pause or go back now because I'm going to move on to our third question. Right, question 3, our final question. Look at the extract. How can you tell that the earthquake is beginning? Okay, so the extract just on the side is, then something happened, ... that is our ellipsis. The stone steps creaked, the flaps began to rattle and the building quivered. Props fell to the stage and scenery split. Tranio's father froze to the spot. Everyone fell silent. Okay, so just like the previous question, I've put an ellipsis and I've highlighted where I want you to add in the answer. So remember the question is, look at the extract, we've done that. How can you tell that the earthquake is beginning? and I've given you most of the answer, how you would write the answer in a full sentence. You can tell that the earthquake is beginning due to the words, and then you've got a colon because you're going to list some words, then a full stop. These words all reference movement similar to what would happen in the case of an earthquake. So what are those words that refer to movement similar to what would happen in the case of an earthquake? So if you need to go back to look at any of the other questions or this question, or if you needed some extra time to work on question 3, pause it now. Right, okay, I'm going to go through the answers. So if you have a different colour pen, you can grab that now to do your marking. It's just easier for me to check that you've marked really, and it's quite nice for you to see it marked in a different pen as well. Right, so quickly going to go through the answers. So from the first sentence of the story, this is question 1, find and copy 2 words which show Pompeii was a pretty place. So sparkling and glimmered, those are the words I chose that show that Pompeii is a pretty place. Okay, question number 2. On the second page of the book, how do the descriptions of the harbour show it is busy? So I've written, on the second page of the book, the mention of lots of different products such as wine, oil, spices and rich fishermen's catches. Rich means there's lots to have been caught, so lots of fishes, shows that the harbour is busy. So if you've mentioned lots of different products, or if you've mentioned, you could even mention that there was, that he goes down to watch at the harbour, so maybe it's busy because he's interested in watching it. Or, so you've got products, he's interested in watching it, and the fisherman's catch is rich. Okay, and question number 3. The answer is, so question, look at the extract, how can you tell that the earthquake is beginning? The answer is, you can tell that the earthquake is beginning due to the words creaked, rattle, quivered and split. These words all refer to movements similar to what would happen in the case of an earthquake. Okay, so you can give yourself a mark out of 3 and please upload to the assignment. I hope this was helpful. I hope you enjoyed it, and we will have our guided reading test, I think tomorrow. Yes, it is tomorrow. So guided reading test will be tomorrow, and it will be on similar questions to these, and it will also be on Escape to Pompeii. I'll make sure that I put the reading of the story and the PDF on tomorrow's home learning page so that you can have a look through them first if that's helpful to you. I hope you've enjoyed the book. It's quite interesting to see it from this perspective of 2 children that lived there. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll talk to you later on today.